Maya Strand?
Did you know Maya Strand?
Not really. I knew of her, sure. Most people in Nordson do, because of her importance to the museum. I hardly ever even saw her around, though. From what I hear, she was a bit of a recluse.
Recluse? Dr. Person?
What's your opinion on Dr. Pearson?
Jordan
Do you mean
Person?
professionally or personally?
Is there a difference?
I think he's a great doctor and coroner.
But...
Between you and me, he kind of... It's almost like the recent deaths have cheered him up.
Oh
But as I
nein.
said, he does his job well.
I understand.
Vielleicht hat er einfach nur schwarzen Humor.
What do you think of Walter, the robot guy?
Oh, he's great. My little brother loves him to death.
Yeah? He's popular with the kids?
You have no idea. He's quite the entertainer with that little robot of his.
Sein kleiner, süßer Roboter.
What do you know about the murder in the museum?
Du
I was
kleiner,
fortunate
süßer Roboter.
woman. Looked like she had regained consciousness after some time and tried to crawl to the door.
Sounds horrific. I don't envy her.
Ich auch nicht. Da bleibt kein Auge trocken.
I've got a locked door that I need to get through. Is there a locksmith around?
We have a guy for that sort of thing, but I think he's out of town.
All right, that's too bad.
Out of town, klar.
All right, I'm off.
Good luck out there.
Na dann gehen wir mal zu Anderson. Zu Andy Bro. Adressen. Verschlossene Tür.
Katarina Berg. Born February 2nd, 56 AR. Immigrated to Nordson on May 13th, 80 AR. Which means she's been in Nordson for 2 years. I copied the information onto a loose page from my notebook.
Anderson.
I had a few
Anderson!
questions, Commissary.
By all means.
Katarina
Do you
Berg.
know who Katarina Berg is?
Sorry, I'm bad with names.
That's all I needed.
Very well.
Just lots of... Looks like a logbook. I had a few...
By all means.
I've got a locked door that I need to get through. Is there a locksmith around?
There is, but he's out of town until tomorrow. Can it wait?
Not really. I'll figure something out. Do you know who...
Sorry.
That's all I need.
Very well.
A collection of what... I guess Andrew...
Katarina
I did
Berg.
that alright.
Okay, da können wir nichts Neues erfahren. Vielleicht weiß das Gabriel was.
Hello again, Gabriel.
Hey there, can I be of assistance?
Bruder Gabriel. Katarina
Do you
Berg.
know who Katarina Berg is?
Doesn't sound familiar, no.
Ach so.
Alright, I'm off.
Good luck out there.
Das kleine, dicke Notizbuch.
Katarina Berg, a resident of Nordson for 2 years. She was likely in some kind of relationship with Carl. Carl Oscarson, murdered at 8. I've already... I had a few...
By all means.
That's all I
Moment.
needed.
Very well.
I had a few questions, Commissary.
Nicht, dass der uns doch was verschweigt. Wer ist Katarina Berg?
Do you know who Katarina Berg is?
Sorry, I'm bad with names.
Sicher?
Do you know who Katarina Berg is?
Sorry, I'm bad with names.
That's all I need.
Very well.
I don't see how that can be. No, this note is just a reminder to myself. Katarina Berg, born February 2nd, 56 AR. Immigrated to Nordson on May 13th, 80 AR, which means she's been in Nordson for 2 years. Yeah, based on the note from Carl's code, the immigration date is important somehow.
Irgendwie schon. Moment.
Hi, Doofus. You're registered now. Go try it out. Remember how you totally flipped the day I first came to Nordson?
Verdreht
Kisses.
ist flipped, verdreht ist highlighted.
Katarina Berg, born February 2nd, 56 AR. Immigrated to Nordson on May 13th, 80 AR, which means she's been in Nordson for 2 years. Katarina Berg,
13.
born
Mai
February
80. Das ist
2nd,
der
56
13.5.
AR. Immigrated to Nordson on May 13th, 80 AR, which means she's been in Nordson for 2 years.
Flipped. Also das
Katarina
Datum,
Berg,
wo sie
born
hergekommen
February
ist,
2nd,
wichtig.
56 AR.
Nach Nordson.
Immigrated to
Und
Nordson on May
flipped.
13th, 80 AR,
13.5. ist
which means she's been in Nordson for 2 years.
13. Oder ist es 315? Müssen wir mal probieren, aber ich habe langsam einen Clou, wie wir hier durchkommen. Das war's nicht. Oha, Zugang gewährt.
Wow. Looks like it's waiting for a fingerprint input.
Oh
Can't
nein.
use my own, obviously.
Sven, weißt du
Hey,
irgendwas?
Sven,
Sven!
Yeah?
Sven! Katarina
do you
Berg?
know who Katarina Berg is?
Sounds familiar. That could be someone who lives here, but I'm not sure.
Not sure. Moment, verschlossene Tür.
Alrighty.
Ach, sorry, ich wollte nicht
Hey,
aus dem
Sven.
Menü raus hier. Ich wollte die verschlossene Tür begutachten.
I figured out the code, but now the electronic lock seems to require a fingerprint, too.
Well, you need to find the tenant then, or another person they may have given access to.
Yeah, I guess so. Thanks. You can get back to work.
Alrighty.
Also, wenn ich das richtig kombiniere, hatte Gabriel davon gemeint, dass die Leiche jetzt im Schauhaus ist. Und wenn der da Zugang zu der Wohnung hat, könnten wir den Fingerabdruck benutzen, um uns selber Zugang zu verschaffen. Das wäre doch im Rahmen des Möglichen. Bruh, person!
I had some more things to ask.
Shoot.
What are your conclusions about Carl's murder?
Just like the previous case, the cause of death is blood loss due to sharp force trauma to the upper body. The murder weapon looks similar to the one used on the previous victim. The victim has a bruised chest, likely from the impact of a hard fall to the floor. And this makes me believe that Carl was attacked from the front and fell to the ground, twisting as he fell. The killer then continued this brutal onslaught from behind to finish the job. Contrary to the previous case, I couldn't find any defense wounds on the victim. The killer would have to be both strong and fast to overpower Carl like that before he could react and call for help.
Stark wie eine Maschine.
But I think it's unlikely that a woman could pull that off without considerable training. This leads me to believe that the person we are looking for is likely an adult male in good physical shape. The time of death was sometime late last night, around 10 to 12 hours ago.
Okay,
right.
bro.
Now that you've seen both bodies, do you have a theory?
I think it's very likely that a single perpetrator is responsible for both killings. The MO is the same, and the murder weapons share close similarities. Both murders were premeditated. The killer came well prepared with the clear goal of killing each victim. The lack of struggle during the second attack could be an indication that the murderer learned from their mistakes during the first assault.
Okay. Thanks for your input.
Think nothing of it. Happy to help.
Happy to help. Der Mord an
What are
Maya.
your conclusions about Maya's murder?
Most obvious first. The cause of death is acute blood loss due to the multiple stab wounds to the chest and stomach, two of which were lethal. The murder weapon is a mid-sized blade, likely a knife of some kind.
Knife
There's
medium.
some defense wounds on her arms, so the victim likely tried to shield herself against her assailant. What else?
What else? What else?
Oh, yeah. I couldn't recover any biological traces of the murderer. There's no blood on her that isn't hers, or any traces of skin under her nails. This makes me suspect that the killer likely wore protective clothing and gloves. The time of death was roughly 2300 hours last Tuesday, 5 days ago today.
So there's this locked door that I'm trying to get through.
Unless this door needs medical attention, I'd suggest asking someone else.
Okay. Katarina
Do you know
Berg.
who Katarina Berg is?
I don't recognize that name. Nope.
That's enough question.
Okie doke.
Lehm.
That combination makes no sense.
Hey, what's...
I just need a quick mold of one of his fingers. Thought I'd use this clay here.
I suppose that's fine.
Einen Abdruck von Karls Finger anfertigen. Irgendwie kompliziert, aber es müsste funktionieren. Keinen Abdruck anfertigen. Warum mache ich das wegen der einer Leiche so kompliziert? Es gibt bestimmt noch eine einfachere Möglichkeit. Ich schneide ihm garantiert keinen Finger ab hier.
A clay mold of Carl's finger. I should be able to create a replica of his finger inside, using some kind of castable substance.
Wie wär's mit diesem Gießharz hier?
Alright, this should work. I'll go and add some water. Okay, hopefully this can fool the scanner. I got rid of the clay mold. No more use for it.
Na gut, dann gehen wir zur Wohnung und schauen mal, was wir damit anfangen können.